It feels unbelievable. I'm really excited about the opportunity to come back to the University of Notre Dame and work with the secondary. Coach Kelly came down to Nashville. We talked about the future of the program, and I really like the direction that the program's going, and I want to be part of that.
We're really excited about adding him to our staff, and I think change and continuity and blending those two together is what I've always strived for in building a program and having success with our program. We've got real good continuity, but I like change. I like bringing in new ideas, and sometimes it's good for both parties that there's a little bit of change. And bringing a Todd Lyght in who is so recognizable to all those that have followed Notre Dame and for all those who follow the NFL. Here's a guy that's won a Super Bowl ring and a Pro Bowler. For those that follow Notre Dame football, national champion, somebody that was the number one draft pick. He embodies and exemplifies all those things that we're looking for as a mentor, as a teacher, as a coach, and we're so excited to have him on our staff.
Reception, both in the second half. And the onside kick takes a big hop, and Todd Lyght's going to run this back. It's going to be a touchdown. Todd Lyght runs the onside kickoff back for a Notre Dame touchdown. How do you like that?
It's kind of like what we do in recruiting. We look for those guys that played on championship teams. Todd played, in an area at Notre Dame where he didn't know anything about losing. It was just about winning. And he went into the NFL, and it was probably a tough adjustment for him for a while, not winning football games. So he comes from that winning background.
Well, he just talked about, getting back to playing championship football. The University of Notre Dame a couple years ago got to play in the national title game against Alabama. The outcome wasn't the way we wanted it, but that we're really close and that we need some special coaches to get us over the top. And he thought that my experience and my expertise would be a difference of helping us, becoming that elite secondary.
When he coaches, when he walks into a room, you sense that winning attitude and aura about him. He's a winner, and he demands that from his players on a day-to-day basis. And so, we're going to get that kind of teaching from Todd. But more importantly, those relationships that he's built with the players that he's coached, he's going to continue to do that at Notre Dame and really surround himself with winners.
I'm really excited about the recruiting aspect of college football. Being in the NFL for the last 2 years, you would grade cornerbacks and safeties, and you would find players that you really, really liked, but, the chances of you really getting the players that you liked were far. It didn't happen a lot. Usually with the secondary, you would slip down to maybe the third or fourth round before you would end up getting a player. Here in college football, being at the University of Notre Dame, I can identify the top prospects at the cornerback position, the top prospects at the safety position, and go right after them. I don't have to wait for a general manager, a head coach, or an owner to draft that player. I can identify the player, tell Coach Kelly, this is the guy I want to go after, and then go after him to get him.
Make no mistake about it, the Notre Dame draw is very big for Todd, but there also were other factors here. And for us, we were looking for somebody that was coaching and teaching a style of defensive back play that fit what we want defensively. And the Eagles in particular were second in the NFL in turnovers and takeaways. And not turnovers, but takeaways. And the way they taught and the way he taught his corners to play is what we want our corners to exhibit on a day-to-day basis. So this wasn't, we're just going to go after a Notre Dame guy. That obviously had something to do with it, but we wanted somebody that really played the kind of football that we're looking to teach our corners. And Todd, with his experience with the Eagles, really showed that, and that was an attractive fit for us.
Secondary play is so key to any successful defense. Because, when defensive line makes a mistake, it's going to be 3 to 5 yards. Linebackers make a mistake, it's going to be a first down. But, when there's breakdowns in the secondary and the ball gets outside of the defense or over the top of the defense, explosive plays happen, and you can lose ball games by giving up explosive plays and not taking the ball away. And so, for us, we're going to have to be relentless with our pursuit to the ball. We're going to have to be really aggressive on our ball searching, second man in, third man in on the tackles. And obviously when the ball's up in the air, we just have to be aggressive at the point of attack with the ball at the highest point. And I think that we can do that with the athletes that we have.